Hello everybody, welcome back to LewDix Aviation and welcome to the cockpit of 734 Mike Golf for this very special video today. Today, we're in 360. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some landings today. I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing so you can get a view and kind of see how to land an aeroplane. If you're new to flight training or even if you're just looking for a refresher on landings, this is the video for you. Now this video today, as I said, is in 360, so you're going to be able to move your phone around, or if you're watching on a computer, you can use your mouse to scroll around and look around the cockpit. Like, look around the cockpit now. If you're on your phone, move your phone. If you're on the computer, move that mouse around and move around the cockpit. Hello. You might not see me yet. I'm here. You can look around the cockpit as I fly, and we'll go out and have some fun. This video today has been made possible by the wonderful people at Insta360. They sent me a brand new X5 360 camera, which you're going to be able to watch all of this through, basically. That's how I'm recording the video today. The X5 camera is the best 360 camera that I've used. The reason that I've not started the plane and I've not got the headset audio at the moment is because I want you to hear how good the microphone is on the X5 camera. But I wanted to talk to you about what makes sense for me as a pilot with a camera. And the first thing is battery life. It's got a huge 2400 milliamp battery, which they say can get up to 185 minutes of recording time, which is insane. Because you don't want to be worrying while you're flying about, you know, is my battery dying? Do I need to change the batteries? Like, no, you are not going to need to for most flights. And even if you do run out of battery, whenever you can get to a charger, this thing has fast charging, so you can get up to 80% within 20 minutes. There are so many different shooting modes on the device as well. So you can shoot in 8K, which is ridiculous clarity. You can get 360 shots. Just use it as a flat shot, so you can either get from the front camera or the back camera. There's two kind of lenses on the front and back of it. So you can also live stream with it as well. That's so cool. But it's got a triple AI chip, which makes it really good in low light situations. So the new pure video mode, it's a game changer. Another thing that's important for pilots inside a cockpit, this one might be obvious, but stabilization. Stabilization is so important, because obviously you're rocking around in the cockpit, planes moving about. I really need good stabilization, and the flow state stabilization eliminates the shakes and bumps, so you can set your camera up and not worry about having shaky footage when you get back home. It's so versatile. You can use it inside the cockpit, outside the cockpit. You can use it for vlogging, you can use it on selfie sticks and stuff like that. It's just absolutely incredible. And also the lenses, they're very durable. But you can get a lens replacement kit, which is really easy to replace the lenses on it, so you don't have to worry if you do drop it, you know, or God forbid something does happen to the lenses. You can easily replace the lenses. It exceeds all my expectations. It's absolutely ridiculous. I really thank Insta360 for sending it over. If you're interested in picking yourself up an Insta360 X5 camera, the links for you are in the description. If you do happen to use my links in the description, I will get a little bit of kickback from Insta360 from the sale. So if you are going to get an X5 camera, I would very much appreciate it if you use my link. So thank you to Insta360. Let's get rocking and go and have some fun. Let's get this thing started. Alright, passenger safety briefing. Sit down, shut up. Seatbelts, yes. Shoulder harnesses, yes. Parking brake, I'm going to hold the brake. Circuit breakers, all in, fondled. Fuel selector, both. Carburetor heat is off. Avionics off. Battery master switch, alternator on. Beacon, going to go beacon and nav lights on. Mixture rich. Throttle 1/8 of an inch. Good luck figuring that out. Prime is required. Usually don't need to prime this thing, but we will see. Magneto's ignition. Remain clear of my propeller. I'm commencing engine start. Here we go. Alright, we started. Throttle 1000 RPM. We're around there. Engine instruments check stable. Pressure's rising. Temperature's low, so that makes sense. Yep, those look fine. Mixture lean, avionics, radios, flaps.
And that, my friends, is how we start the Cessna 172 November. There we go. Okay, let's see. We got full fuel, although I'm going to say 38 gallons. 40 gallons is full fuel for this, but cool, let's get the weather.
3, see the weather observation wind 1704, visibility 10. Few clouds 4,800. Temp 260.24, altimeter 3017. Visual approach runway 25 in use. Temp 26.
1704, we got information India. I like to bug the wind, so we got 1704. Just to let you know one thing as we're flying along, this is the correct altitude reading. This one is not, so we're going to go by this. Good, all set up, we'll do the pre-taxi checklist. Transponder is set 1200, it's say what's we got it, information India. Flight instruments are set, taxi briefing, we're going to head out to shorter golf. We're going to runway 25 today, so it'll be golf alpha cross runway 13 all the way down. That's what I'm expecting. Parking brake and brakes, release the brakes, test the brakes, here we go. Clear right, clear left, brakes work. Left brake, right brake, both brakes, perfect, let's go. Exec ground, Sky 74 Mike off. Romeo 1, information India, touch and goes.
Sky 74 Mike off, executive ground runway 25 at Alpha 2, taxi via Golf Alpha, cross runway 13 at Alpha.
Golf Alpha, cross 13 at Alpha, runway 25 at Alpha 2, 734 Mike off. Exactly as we briefed.
Is it 724 or 734?
734 Mike off.
734 Mike off, roger.
Let's taxi, so we're going to have what, a slightly, well, wind's basically right off the wing, so windsock's showing a quarter in tailwind actually, so why don't we go down and away, let's be a good pilot. I'm actually happy that we're using runway 25 today because we're landing away from the sun, like we're taxiing into the sun now, but we're going to be landing away from the sun. Alright, we're clear, clear, clear. Looking good, lights are on, and we're going to speed up a little bit to get over the runway, over the inactive, as they say, although is it really inactive if it can be used? I don't know. You be the one to decide that. He's going to have to hold us for this guy's wake. He's off the ground way down there.
734 Mike Golf, make right close traffic, runway 25 Alpha 2, clear for takeoff, caution wake turbulence, departing global.
Caution wake turbulence, clear for takeoff, runway 25 Alpha 2 and right traffic, 74 Mike Golf. Here we go.
Sky 56 Foxtrot, let's make this a full stop taxi bag runway.
So I'm actually going to make an early turn to avoid that guy's wake.
Full stop taxi.
Runway 25 is confirmed. Correct runway. Thank Jeebus.
32, contact departure, good day.
Go on departure, Twilight 32, take
Here we go, centre line, heels to the floor, looking good, ready, let's go, let's punch it. And power is set. Slight crosswind from the left. Airspeed's alive. 50, 55, rotate. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the sky. Alright, looking for 73 on the climb out, looking to maintain some sort of semblance of coordination with the rudder. I'm going to give myself a little bit of rudder trim, help me out. I'm not feeling the wake at the moment, so we're okay for now. 73, looking good, 500 feet, right traffic's approved, we're going to do it at 500. I'd usually wait till 700, but I'm going to get out of his way. Alright, here we go. We are up, we are doing it. Take a look at the runways, make sure I'm nice and symmetrical here. 1100 feet is pattern altitude at this airport. So we're going to go up to 1100 feet, looking good, still got my VY, looking fine. Bring it out just a little bit more. And we're going to turn downwind. There's a couple of lakes out here that I like to score.
4 Mike Golf, runway 25, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 25, 74 Mike Golf, thanks. Beautiful, beautiful. So already been cleared touch and go. We're waiting for 1100. These two lakes down here are what I like to use, score a goal through them. You're usually pretty well established on the downwind, so there we go, we're on a downwind, so I'm going to push that nose down, power it back a little bit, give myself some nose down trim. I have to be honest with you, the trim feels a little bit weird in this thing today, it doesn't feel normal. Rudder feels a bit weird as well. Don't know what's going on, man. Don't know what's going on, but okay, here we go. Carpeet's coming on.
Guy 56
We're going to drop the power.
right on Alpha 5, ground point 4.
So,
Alpha 5.
I bring the power back to about 1700 RPM, maybe a little bit less. I'm waiting till I drop below 85 knots for the first notch of flaps, 10 degrees of flaps, there we go. And once I put in those 10 degrees of flaps, I like to put the nose down because you want to descend.
7779 executive tower, make right close traffic.
A common mistake I see people doing in the traffic pattern at first when they're learning is to not let the plane descend. You want to get that nose down. A lot of students at first think that this thing likes to come in like an airliner with the nose up. Incorrect. Got to get that nose over. So here we go. I like to look between 75 and 80 on a downwind once I've pulled the power. On a base, 70 to 75, so we're at 75 now on a base, looking good, nice and symmetrical. Nose is still down. Nose is still pointed down. I'm below 85 still, I'm going to go 20 degrees of flaps. As I do that, the nose kind of wants to rise a little bit, so I give myself a little roll of trim down to help me maintain the airspeed that I want. This is where pitch for airspeed, power for altitude comes in. Like on a landing, pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. If I feel like I'm getting a little bit too low, I can add a little bit of power, as much as I need
500
to keep the altitude, and then adjust the pitch to keep my airspeed. But we're looking fine at the moment. It's showing high on the pappies, which is fine. I prefer to be a little bit too high than too low. You can always, in an engine failure situation, you can always lose altitude pretty quickly. You can't really gain altitude very quickly without an engine. So here we go, lining up with the runways, decent line up. And we got 70 knots, looking good. Over the runway I want closer to 60, but at the moment I'm going to take my feet off the pedals and see what the nose does. I don't know if you can see, the nose is pointed off to the left, which tells me that there is a crosswind from that side. The aircraft is weather vaning into the wind, so I'm going to take that into consideration for my landing. But we're on the pappies, I'm at 65 knots at the moment. I'm going to add just a little bit of power, just to arrest that descent rate a little bit. Adjust the pitch as necessary to keep that airspeed. We're looking good. Slightly low on the pappies now, but I'm okay with that because I know I've made the runway. So we're going to bring it in. Nose is still down towards the runway, still pointed down. And at this point, I'm transitioning my eyes to the end of the runway, and I'm going to bring the plane into ground effect, and I'm just going to level it. I'm going to bring the nose to where my eyes are looking, and with power idle, I'm going to hold my nose to the end of the runway. And as you bring it down, hold it to the end, and we have a nice little touchdown. That, boys and girls, I'm actually proud of that. Here we go. Flaps are up. Power is back in. Still no brakes. Still got a little bit of wind from that left side. It's definitely lifting that wing, but 55, rotate. Welcome back to the sky. I'm going to wait to see if he comes back to me. If not...
734 Mike Golf, runway 25, clear touch and go, number 2.
Number 2, runway 25, clear touch and go, 734 Mike Golf. He did not get back to me because she got back to me. Thank you. Number 2, number 1 is landing, so I'm going to pull the carpeet. I'm also going to pull the power back to, what did I say last time? About 17, 16? Yeah, we'll do the same. Probably closer to 16 maybe. Bring it back. Now, a common mistake is not making sure that you're below VFE. That is so important. That's one thing. When people fly like newer model 172s, the Romeo or Sierra model 172s, the flaps 10 VFE is 110 in those. And then when people come to fly this, they think it's the same.
1356 Fox, executive tower, make right, close traffic.
There's no real excuse for not knowing what VFE is, but I mean, I can see where the mistake is being made because it's a Cessna, you expect it to be the same, but it's not. In the older models, as well, in this one at least, 85 is the VFE for all stages of flaps. So, when I'm always wary with new people in this plane, making sure that they're adhering to that VFE speed. Now, here we go. I want to be closer to 70 to 75 on the base leg. Final's looking clear.
500.
Runway is not clear at the moment. There is an aircraft on it, but yeah, we're trimmed for about 75 here. I can get 20 degrees of flaps. I'm not going to do anything. And you can see how that nose rises. Now as that nose rises, your airspeed's going to drop. And if you're not careful, that could get away from you. You don't want it to get away from you.
Romeo Alpha.
Extend downwind.
Extend downwind, 9 Romeo Alpha.
Oh, here we go. Let's bring it in. Slightly high on the pappies, that's absolutely fine. Now we're bang on the pappies. That is also fine. But what would not be fine is if we go below the pappies. Alright, 70 knots. As I said before, I want to be closer to 60. There's definitely a crosswind on the runway. The guy that just took off is way off the centre line. See all these different things that you can look at to see where the wind is coming from. You can, I'll take my feet off the pedals again, the nose instantly goes to that side.
Tower, sky high.
Alright, we're at 60 knots, I don't need to look at that anymore. I am really low on the pappies, but I know I've made the runway. Let's focus here.
We're about
60 knots, I don't need to look at that airspeed anymore. I need to look at the runway here now. I need to transition my eyes to the end of it. I need to pull the power, level it out, and bring the nose to where I'm looking. Bring the nose to where I'm looking, and as it drops to the runway, just pull it back a little bit more, and you'll have a nice, smooth
5 nautical
landing.
miles to the northeast. Would like to request
copy.
a full stop with
Power.
Alright, 12 Delta Alpha. Executive.
Heels are still to the floor.
Enter a right downwind for runway 25.
The wind is not really pushing on the ground anymore. 55, rotate. Here we go. Welcome back to the sky.
Number 4 Mike Golf. Number 2 runway 25. Cleared touch and go. Traffic to follow Skyhawk 1 mile ahead in the downwind.
Alright, we've got that traffic in sight, clear touch and go, number 2 for runway 25, 74 Mike Golf. Alright, so, if you turn the camera, I don't know if you heard kind of a weird siren, turn your camera and look at the left window. The left window has flown open in flight. Turn the camera back to me. Am I panicking? Am I making this a big deal? Am I going to make a YouTube video saying that I'm declaring an emergency because the window flew open? The answer to all of those questions is absolutely no.
Number 26.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Downwind.
We'll extend downwind.
I'm just going to leave it open because it's actually keeping me cool. Honestly, that window has had a tendency to do that as well over the past couple of flights. It's flown open a couple of times, so they need to take a look at that. But here we go, 20 degrees of flaps. Alright, focus, Lewis, focus. You want to make the 1,000-foot markers. Alright, 30 degrees flaps coming in. I am high. I am fast. So that tells me I need to back off a little bit of power. Let that nose drop a little bit, bring it to my aiming point. So I suppose...
Number 4 Mike Golf, runway 25 cleared to land for departure. We'll make it a full stop taxi back.
Alright, Roger, we'll terminate after it's clear to land, 25, 74 Mike Golf. Yeah. Make a full stop. I was going to try and get another touch and go in there, but whatever.
Doing 100 knots.
Alright, here we go. 3 centerline strikes, which actually coincides with the 500-foot markings there.
Number 4 Mike Golf, you can amend that. Just make it a quick touch and go.
Alright, quick touch and go, 74 Mike Golf. Hey, that'll work. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Alright, here we go. 3 centerline stripes, that coincides again with the 500-foot markers. I'm just slightly slow, so we're going to figure that out. But here we go. That's the last time I look at my airspeed. I'm coming to my aiming point. There's my aiming point. I am bringing that power all the way back, and I'm just holding the flare, holding the flare. Hold it until it touches down on the 1,000-foot markers. I'm going to go carpet off, flaps up, simulate full braking, bing bang boom. All of that with the window open, no panic, no problem whatsoever. And that is a happy Lewis, boys and girls. Here we go.
26 Lima, Christian turn, base, runway 25, cleared to land, traffic starting prior to your arrival, citation.
Welcome to the sky again.
Set at 9:16.
Early right crosswind, here we go, nice coordinated. I'm going to reach over, get that thing closed, bing bang boom, it's as simple as that. Do not panic, like there is no panic with that whatsoever. Okay, if you're a pressurised aircraft and something pops open and you're up high, okay, different story. Down low, in these little pistons, it's fine. Even if a door swings open, we're wearing a seatbelt, you know? Wouldn't want to lean over that way or do a steep turn with the door open, but, you know, do not panic. There's nothing to worry about. It's fine. Alright, so this time is going to be a soft field landing. Just like the soft field takeoff, you want to land and make the nose as light as possible. So the fact of the matter is, land as softly as possible on the first third of the runway. And
Exit jet 9.
on the rollout,
Contact Orlando departure, good day.
you don't touch the flaps. Keep the flaps where they are and keep back pressure until this thing slows down. And even then, on grass,
turn base, runway
leave the nose
25,
back.
clear touch and go, number 3.
I'm going to trim the nose down a little bit to keep it in that position. Trimmed it a little bit too far. Well, there you go. Going hands off. Airspeed's not really changing. Looking good. Alright, here we go. Shut up and land. Soft field, softly as humanly possible. And keep the nose up, keep the back pressure on the rollout. Let's do that. No brakes, no flap movage. 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 Oh God. Good vocabulary. Here we go. 30 degrees flaps. Last stage flaps. Airspeed. Looking between 60 and 65 again. Maybe closer to 65 this time to keep a little bit of energy. So I can have more authority with keeping that back pressure on the rollout. But here we go. Bringing it into ground effect, we're at 65. Last time I'm looking, I'm bringing the power back ever so slowly, looking for the first third of the runway. Eyes are to the end of the runway. As we bring it in, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. There's a really soft landing, and I'm keeping full back pressure here.
4 Mike Golf, right turn at Alpha 4 and ground point 4.
And I'm having to slam it down. Right now, 4 and over the ground, 74 Mike Golf. She wanted me to come off on Alpha 4. Well, you get the point, right? You get the point.
Executive Tower, 12 Juliet Delta, ready to go runway 25.
Or 12 Juliet Delta, Executive Tower, stand by, waiting on release.
2 Juliet Delta.
Alright, here we go. And now I'm going to bring everything up. And I'm going to come to a stop, and I'm going to do my checklist as I'm stopped before I do anything else. This is all part of flying the plane first. After landing, flaps retract, good. Camera heat's off, landing and strobe lights coming off. Mixture lean, trim reset. Boom, bing bang boom, we're over to ground. Executive ground, Sky 74 Mike Golf for Alpha 4 going to shelter.
734 Mike off, executive ground, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot, cross runway 13 at Alpha.
Alpha Foxtrot, cross 13 at Alpha 74 Mike Golf, thanks. I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making that actually. I'm happy with the flight as a whole. Wasn't perfect. I don't think any flight is going to be perfect. I appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much for joining me on this flight. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave the video a like. That really helps me out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and thank you so much to Insta360. If you're going to get an Insta360 X5 camera, use my link in the description, and that is going to give me a little bit of kickback, and you, trust me, you will be very pleased with the product. It's fantastic. So thanks Insta360, thank you to you, and I'll see you all next time. As my yoke was in the complete wrong position. Well done, Lewis.